Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing really well. So this was supposed to be a new moon in Gemini reading that I recorded yesterday that I am recording again today. So it's kind of funny. I mean, this reading again has a lot of sexual undertones to it. The same messages keep coming up as I spoke about in my previous videos of these sexual energies that are coming through and yada yada. And I have no problem relaying these messages to you guys, about that type of subject matter. But it's just the oracle card that came up for the divine masculine that's making me laugh, because it's so ridiculously obviously phallic that it's just ridiculous. So I pretty much scrapped the other video. I'm trying to do this again. It's making me laugh, but I'm gonna get through the video. But I'm inspired to record this again and get this message out to you guys, because I spoke to Sonnet last night, and she was explaining some recent downloads that she received regarding this and these sexual energies, and how it all ties in to the previous messages that I got that I posted. I don't know if you guys saw those videos or not, if you're new or not to my channel, but I'll repeat it again, those messages. But it really explains those and expands on those, and it made sense why these very strong messages were coming in now. So it does feel pertinent to get this reading out and speak about it. And she's going to post another video and get into detail on what that download was about. And it's super, super interesting. And yeah, so it really ties everything together. So I don't even have to point out here which card I'm speaking about. Not that I could anyway, given the setup, but it's the power card for the oracle card for the divine masculine. And it's funny because I don't even really know this deck that well. This is the Tony Carmine Salerno Wisdom of the Oracle deck that I don't use all that often. I don't even know this card, and it kind of speaks for itself just looking at it, and the messages that are coming through it just makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to get into that now. So what I touched on in some previous videos, I talked about these downloads that I've been receiving regarding the divine masculine, and how we're feeling these sexual energies come up, and we're sensing it coming from him. And it's interesting because I was shown that what's happening is the divine masculine is protecting our sacral chakra, and so the sexual energies are almost sort of like an offshoot of that. It's almost sort of like a byproduct of that protection that's going on there, but it is also there to serve two purposes: to strengthen the bond, to spark this remembrance, this soul knowing. There's a lot that's happening with the masculine right now. There's a huge awakening process that's happening with the masculine right now. Very, very, very much so. And so this is all tied into that. So now what's interesting is after I received that download, I was again speaking to Sonnet about it, and she was talking to a very powerful light worker that she knows, who is not in the twin flame community or anything like that. And he also received some messages from Spirit on what was happening at that time, which was dark energies were coming in, targeting certain individuals, I believe, just people of interest, like light workers and twin flames, and attempting to try and steal their sexual energies. And now we all know how powerful these energies are and what they could be, possibly used for, and so on and so forth. So it's interesting that the divine masculine came in prior to that, protected us, shielded us, but prior to this attack. And it's like a sci-fi novel, I know, but you can't make this stuff up. So they came in prior to that attack, shielded us, we're feeling these energies, And like I said, it's serving a dual function. So now I don't know if I mentioned this, but so now, yeah, so Sonnet has further information on that she's going to share with you guys that really ties all of this in. But what's happening here now with the masculine, as you can see, is that energy is continuing to just spark this soul knowing and understanding of the connection. And I don't mean, this goes way beyond, just in a sexual way, in a longing type of way. And as Sonnet discovered, it does go way deeper than that, and she'll explain how that works. But with this card, it's actually called the Power card. These energies, again, which goes way beyond the sexual, is helping the Divine Masculine really step into his power again, and this is really just a metaphor, because obviously, I speak on the energies here as always, so this could apply to same-sex female couples. This could apply to the Divine Feminine who holds the masculine, the masculine energy. There's, many Divine Feminine who are the quote-unquote, sleeper twins. I don't like these terms, but again, I'll use them. So, so this is all just a metaphor. And, as we all know, I mean, the phallic symbol was used throughout history, throughout many ancient civilizations, as a symbol of fertility and for power. It was used for various purposes. So it's really just a metaphor. It's an awakening. It's a symbol of creation and the power of regeneration, creating obviously another life, creating the third energy within the twin flames, which is unique to twin flames. So it's a really powerful driving force. And as you can see here too in this card, there's some color of orange that's coming through. So it's also the color of the sacral chakra, which again is being worked on right now and activated. And again, yeah, it's being activated in more ways than meets the eye, which again, yes, Sonnet will speak on further. But it's interesting because what I see happening with the masculine is there's this kind of juxtaposition of desires going on here, because it's like there's what he wants to happen, what he desires to happen, but what he knows actually needs to happen right now. So this is the way my guides had me set up the cards. And I mean, without even knowing anything about tarot, you can see what's going on here. His cards are these two rows on the right-hand side. King of Wands followed by the Four of Cups, Page of Cups followed by the Four of Swords, Knight of Cups followed by the Five of Swords. So the line of cards that are closest to the feminine, I mean, these are all cards of communication, wanting, desire, romance, longing, new beginnings, that type of thing. And then it's like the cards on the right-hand side, it's all about going in, still more work to be done, still releasing angers and fears. So there's a lot of that's happening right now here still with the masculine, and it makes a lot of sense because the crowning energy I have for this reading is the Temperance card. So that's all about balance and finding balance within your life, within your emotions, about being patient and just waiting it out, letting the energies play out, letting the angels and spirit continue to guide you through this process. So the first set of cards, these are messages from spirit. Second row is what the Divine Masculine desires right now. The last row is for the new moon in Gemini, what he needs to release or what it is he wants to manifest at this time. So first card, King of Wands, is, again, it's like this the divine masculine is desiring his counterpart in a very passionate, fiery way. This is a very passionate king, you know. He's facing his queen to the left. The divine masculine understands what's happening here on a soul level more than I feel that we're giving him credit for. So, you know, do they understand the term twin flame or any of that? You know, probably not. Maybe some of them do. It doesn't really matter. They feel on a soul level this connection. This, what's happening here with the sacral and this power card and this, you know, oracle card, it's awakening that desire and sparking that knowing again. But yet it's like he's withdrawing again. And the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is normally like a very stubborn kind of energy. You know, it's almost like a petulant child or something. You know, someone's biting off their nose to you know, just cutting off their nose to despite their face. But that's not really what's going on here. I just see this really more as this person is being guided to still go within, to still withdraw. You can see this little angel figure on the upper left-hand side making this offer to this gentleman, offering this cup, and is actually giving that guidance to him to still kind of retrieve a little bit. Not out of fear, you know, not out of spite or anything like that. It's just, honestly, I just still simply don't think it's quite time yet for some twins, you know. Some twins, there is still work to be done, clearing to be done. It doesn't mean that we haven't been doing our work thus far, but from what I've come to understand from my guides is, you know, there's only so much we can understand about the workings of these unions and the timing of it, you know. Sometimes it's just up to God, you know, when he sees fit, when he sees the planet ready for it, you know. There are certain ley lines that have to be activated at certain times. So, you know, sometimes it just kind of goes beyond the realm of our understanding. We can never really fully understand the divine's grand plan for us. It would be, you know, really kind of arrogant to even try sometimes, right? And it, you know, it kind of almost doesn't matter. And this is a divine connection, so it really is all about faith and just handing your faith over to Spirit and trusting his guidance and his timing on all of it. And I feel like the divine masculine understands that, again, on a soul level, knowing that he will just feel when the time is right for it. So it's like this same message is coming in the row of cards of what it is that he wants for the union. The Page of Cups followed by the Four of Swords. It's those same energies. So this is what Spirit is guiding him to say, or guiding him to do, rather. And this is what it is that he is doing, what it is that he wants. So it's interesting. It's like he literally is listening to Spirit. He is doing just that. He's balancing out those energies of what it is that he wants in the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is about communication, making an offer, new beginning, you know, making this offer of love. The Cups is all about emotions and love. The Page is looking over to the left, longingly to the feminine. It's like he wants to reach out. He wants to communicate. He wants to start this, create this new beginning, this new life with them. But they're being guided to still go in and retreat a little bit, you know, continue to heal, continue to receive messages from Spirit and to be worked on and activated. And as I was shown some time back that the new moon in Gemini was going to be very powerful for them, and it was, and it is. The energies are still here. This Four of Swords card, you know, this is not someone just taking a nap. This is someone that is being asked to go in and retreat. The soldier return from war, to restore, to rest and restore, so that he could get up and get ready for battle again, or whatever it is, This is really important right now for the divine masculine. Just because it's quiet and he seems quiet doesn't mean that nothing is going on, nothing is happening. He's just hanging around or being lazy or something. No, he's being worked on right now by spirit in a very powerful, spiritual way. He's receiving activations and downloads. He's getting a lot of information through the dream state. I'm getting is experiencing as well a lot of those intimate desires as well in the dream state, which again is sparking that, it's really like an activation. What it is, those desires. He's receiving a lot of synchronicities as well. The Page of Cups is a card of synchronicity. And dreams as well. And of course the divine feminine is experiencing this too. And we have been thus far, but I'm getting right now it's pretty powerful right now for the divine masculine. Those synchronicities and those dreams and those messages. And so the last two cards I have are for what's to be released or manifested for the new moon, and I have the Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords. So again, the Knight of Cups, he's a very chivalrous, romantic, emotionally charged knight, and the Five of Swords, it's like this battle that's going on. It's this hollow victory if the battle was won. So there's this theme again of these juxtaposing energies of what it is that he's feeling inside, what it is that he really wants, and what it is he wants to give to the feminine. But I feel like with this knight is facing in the other direction, moving on this horse in the other direction. I feel like what the masculine is understanding is this love, this offering of love, which is what the Knight of Cups represents, is something that he's being guided to turn on himself right now, is to work on nurturing himself, work on just expanding and improving his sense of confidence and his place in the world and that sort of thing. Because this Five of Swords, it's a really like it feels to me that this is still this like internal battle, this internal struggle, and it feels like there's some guilt there that's arising, and still some residual fears, and feeling this sense of this man's like looking over longingly to the divine feminine side. Just feeling like some sense of regret and remorse, but yet he's understanding in this Knight of Cups that these are just really all, this is just silly. This is ego. This is not accurate what it is that he's feeling, that he really needs to work on self-love more. So that's exactly what he's guided to do right now, is to give himself that love, to overcome these residual, internal struggles that's happening in this Five of Swords. And yeah, as I said before too, it's like this, the new moon in Gemini. Gemini is a sign of twins, and it just feels like this new moon was all about restoring that balance, restoring the connection within the twins, but really also just restoring that connection and that love that you have for yourself, because obviously that needs to really be in place before you can give it out to another, especially to your divine counterpart. That really needs to be healed. So now what I have for the feminine, on the feminine side on the left, it's almost like the feminine is still feeling like she's cheated out of something. Now this doesn't apply to, obviously this is a general reading, so this is not going to resonate with everybody. But this does apply to some feminines out there that are listening to this. So it's important to know that, while your struggles and your heartache and, your the issues that are arising, your feelings are valid, but yet the Ten of Wands speaks of this weight that is on your back, that it feels like a heavy weight, but it's really not. They're really just sticks on your back. It's not as heavy, as burdensome as you're making it out to be. And I do feel that this does apply to the union, of course, but I do think that this also applies to some other like financial issues a feminine may be going through, or health issues, or family issues at home, or whatever. A lot of times, like especially in this journey, it can be too much, and it feels that way. You're dealing with like so many different things arising at the same time, and you kind of just want to throw down this bundle of sticks. And I feel like what these messages here are saying is that, like, it's okay. You know what? Throw down those bundle of wands. Go out, have fun. That's really the message that's coming through. This Three of Cups. This is the card of celebration, of joy, of being jubilant again. Feeling normal again. Just going out with your girlfriends, having a few drinks, being responsible about it. Whatever it is that's going to bring you back to your joy and make you see things how they really are versus what you perceive them to be. I feel like that's really what's going on here. The feminine is like perceiving this heartache, and this Three of Swords. It's like this woman is completely turning, has her back turned to the masculine, has her back turned to the phallic symbol. It's just kind of funny, but it's like she still feels like she's been hurt, by her counterpart. She's been betrayed, deceived, whatever. I mean, if you're in an authentic twin flame connection, and if you are, then you do understand that this separation period, I mean, it's necessary for healing. It's necessary for many reasons, but healing is a big theme, of course, in this. And I feel like healing is coming up a lot in this reading. I have the healing card for the divine feminine. So there's still some healing that's left to do there for a lot of the divine feminine. I mean, depending on what wave you are. I do feel like, sorry guys, I'm just going to take a quick sip of water here. I do feel like this reading pertains to most of the waves in a way, but I think the messages that are coming through are really more specific to the first wave and early second wavers. And again, it doesn't matter what wave you are. It doesn't matter. This isn't a race. Doesn't matter. And you also do choose your own timeline. You come into union when you are ready to come into union, when Spirit ordains it as well. But anyhow, so there definitely are some feminines in the first wave who are, in fact, ready, quote unquote. But ask yourself, are you still feeling some of this residual resentment in your heart towards your twin? Feeling like holding on to that pain, like, they hurt you. No one did anything to you. Your divine counterpart did not do anything to you. This was something that was put on you as a vehicle for healing. So I feel like that there is still some of that there that needs to be released, and that has to be released to come into union. You cannot come into union with your twin and feel any residual resentment or anything like that. That is not going to work. Your twin flame picks up on everything, and that's only going to to force them to run again and again. If you're a twin flame, you understand this, and you know that that's not really the case. So just, I just feel like doing things that get you back to your heart space, this Three of Cups thing, grounding yourself, that type of thing, meditation, get those emotions moving along. As I said, there still is a little bit more healing that the feminine has to do. I have the healing card as her oracle card. So while I do think that this still does apply to the feminine, what I'm getting from Spirit too is that what we're being asked right now, and I do realize this is coming up after the new moon, but that this is a powerful time. These new moon energies, which are still here, is a really, really, really powerful time for healing your twin specifically. Again, Gemini being the sign of twin flames. The veil of this separation is so thin right now. The connection just feels so close right now. I really felt it the other night. I mean, I almost felt like I was my twin. In a sense, we're sort of one and the same. So with these energies that are here right now, it's an extra powerful time to provide that extra healing to your counterpart, which needs it. And I'm being guided to say particularly to their third eye chakra and to their heart chakra. And you can see that in these little stars in this picture here, is being guided to look at that. So the third eye, of course, it opens up your intuition, your pineal gland. That theme of meditation keeps coming up again that I'm guided to speak on, which is a great way to open up your third eye, enhance your intuition. Enhancing your own intuition is going to enhance their intuition. Whatever gets them to, again, understand this connection, come back to their soul purpose, is going to really help the union process. So that's why I feel I'm being guided to tell you guys to help heal, send healing to your twins' third eye and their heart chakra. Of course, that's pretty self-explanatory there. But send healing as well, to activate their heart chakra. And the last card I have for this reading, appropriately, is the lunar card that I pulled. This is the card that I pulled to represent the union and what it is that's happening right now within the union. And of course, there's a picture of a full moon here, and we had a new moon, but it's still very fitting the power of and the energy of this amazing new moon that we had. It feels very restorative, very regenerative. It feels still very gentle and loving. I mean, very powerful, but yet very, very gentle on us. And I do really feel like it was activating the masculine in a very powerful way. And like I said, the energies are still here if you still want to, work with them. But this beautiful woman that's like emerging from the water here, it's almost like Aphrodite, like emerging from the sea foam. And this again represents fertility, love, and regeneration. And that's what I feel is happening right now with us. So much is being restored, and these waters that she's emerging from also, the waters represent our emotions, and it just feels like there's this balancing. Sorry about the noise in the background, guys. I live in the city, so there's always sirens about. But there definitely seems to be this restoration and balancing of our emotions, which is only going to serve the connection and strengthen the connection. So let's see. I think that's all I wanted to say there. I'm just looking at my notes. I think that's all I wanted to say. So if you guys want in a personal reading so you can get some more individualized messages, please reach out to me. All my information is below. And I'm going to be also posting the music for the June synchronized meditation below. This is organized by Betty, a twin flame in the community. It's daily at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so I urge you guys to participate and spread the love and hold the space for love and healing and Christ consciousness. And that's it, guys. I hope everyone's doing really well, and I'll reach out again soon. Love you guys. Stay blessed.